Okay. What do you think of the movie?
I would rather watch that boring-ass 1992 film on repeat than this movie. Why are we not dealing with in-laws anymore, and instead focusing on raising kids? And I know the only reason Joe was liking it was because of them. Speaking of Joe, what happened to him? Joe! Joe! Joe!
Wow, what? What happened? Did the movie finish? What happened to the kids?
See, he fell asleep as usual. Why am I not surprised, Joe?
Not my fault, Donald. I only decided to watch the franchise in preparation for Ariana being in the 5th movie. You know, I have enjoyed her ever since she was on Victorious as Cat Valentine.
And I bet you enjoyed yourself when that feet video came out, you sick pervert.
Shut up, Donald.
Okay, you two, shut it. I want us to talk about Ariana and her new album, Petal, that has been out for a while now. Have you listened to it all?
Of course I have. I would never miss out on a new album. I even saw the music videos for Hate, That I Made You Love Me, and Petal. Great hits and an amazing album.
That album was a disappointment, Joe. How about you stop thinking about that skeleton and think critically? Hell, that is probably why you still find her attractive nowadays, Joe. Both of you are frail as fuck.
Donald, I can tolerate your shit about her music, but you will not make fun of her eating disorder.
Sorry, I like to admit when things are happening in real time and not hide behind criticism.
Yeah, it is hard to hide yourself from criticism, you orange munchkin.
Shut up, Joe. You are the Tin Man for how weak your heart is, and how much of a pussy you are like the Cowardly Lion. You can drop dead at any moment.
Guys, can we get along, please? I want us to talk about Ariana Grande and her discography.
All right. Fine.
Joe!
Fine, eh?
Okay then. First up is her debut studio album, Yours Truly, and what a debut.
I agree. Unlike her contemporaries from Nickelodeon and Disney like Miranda Cosgrove, she went down the path of making her music R&B based. It allowed her to stand out among the crowd. And not only that, she brought such a unique vibe that did not make her out to be another Mariah Carey.
I do not understand why people say she copies Mariah. Both are their own artists, and we should respect them both for their own merits.
Another thing to add is that she had Babyface and Andre Harris himself, Leon Thomas III, producing and writing some of the songs, so that influence is definitely there.
Yeah, and all the songs are great. No skips. The Way featuring Mac Miller will forever be iconic. And not to mention Popular by Mika is so relevant today because she got to be Glinda in the Wicked duology.
Well, Joe, I would not say it is a perfect album. It may have been the start of something great, but some of the album-based tracks are forgettable. Even if songs like Honeymoon Avenue, Daydreaming, and You Will Never Know hold up.
Alrighty then. Sounds like it will be an A-tier album. Next up is My Everything, which I think holds up quite well. The hits are on par with the first album, and since we are including the deluxe and 10th anniversary editions of all the albums, it has more songs to listen to.
Barack, only 2 of those bonus tracks are good. Only one and Cadillac song.
Wait, Bang Bang does not count as an Ariana Grande song?
Barack, Bang Bang is a Jessie J song. It is primarily on her 3rd studio album, Sweet Talker. And not to mention that while there are more album tracks, many of them miss the mark. I am still disappointed that Childish Gambino was the only good thing on the song, Break Your Heart Right Back, arguably one of her best features outside of Mac Miller, Ty Dolla $ign, and Pharrell Williams.
So are we thinking of another A-tier?
No, Barack. There are more album-based tracks that do not hold up, even if we are just comparing the standard versions. Yours Truly is more R&B, and its filler songs are much more consistent. B tier.
Joe?
Yeah, I agree. I think Yours Truly is the better album, outside of the bonus track. The popular songs are classics that still hold up the album quite nicely. Break Free is the only electronic song I can actually tolerate, so B tier works for me.
Alright then, B tier it is. Next up is the third album, Dangerous Woman. This is the album that allowed Ariana to move away from her Nickelodeon roots and develop this feminine but sexy identity that she became known for, but not in that egregious way like Miley Cyrus. Dangerous Woman, Into You, and Side to Side are all classics, and they allowed Ariana to be recognized by the rest of the world.
Oh Barack, do not forget the deluxe/reissue tracks. So many good songs on an already perfect album. This is an easy S tier.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely not.
Donald, I know you are not saying this album is bad, and it better not be because everyone was calling it overrated.
No, Joe. Even when this album came out, I did not like it. I will not deny the popular songs on the album are Ariana classics, but they do not have the same level of consistency as her first two albums. Dangerous Woman will forever be a top 5 Ariana Grande song, but the others I cannot get into. Side to Side lacks any big energy to be danceable. Into You is more annoying than amusing. Let Me Love You has a repetitive chorus, and the verse by Lil Wayne does not flow perfectly, and Every Day was a full-on disappointment when you have the GOAT Future on.
What about the deluxe/reissue tracks?
Hell no. They just bloat an already inferior album with tracks that have no sauce or flavor to them.
Donald, this album has Greedy, I Do Not Care, and Bad Decision. Are you telling me you do not like those songs?
I do, Joe. Do not ever try to slander me like that again. Though I still think the album is D tier.
Donald, I will not allow this album to be in D tier. Ari would not allow it.
Joe, she does not know you exist. And be for real, outside of the popular songs, are you really rotating back to this album in comparison to her other works?
Well, a tier at minimum for the significance.
Joe, this is a tier list for her music, not her achievements. It should be in D tier.
No, a tier, or I'm out of here.
Joe, I do not agree with Donald saying the album is D tier, but he is right on the fact that the album does not hold under scrutiny. I think B tier should suffice. Is that right, Joe?
Fine, I will accept B tier.
Be grateful it is not any lower.
Next up is Sweetener, and I have to say I really like this album. Pharrell Williams and his producing style really add a touch to her music. The many songs like Blazed, R.E.M., God is a Woman, Breathin', No Tears Left to Cry, and Every Time are all some of her best work.
I agree. This is the most experimental album Ariana has ever done, and the production is perfection. I am not into some of the songs like The Light is Coming, Sweetener, and Get Well Soon, but this has the same level of quality that yours truly has.
I cannot believe you are saying that Dangerous Woman is a terrible album. But now you are here glazing Sweetener when most of the songs are dysfunctional. And are you really gonna say Borderline and Pete Davidson are good?
Joe, you have Missy Elliott as a feature, and songs like the latter are short and do not overstay their welcome.
I cannot believe you are actually trying to bring down the album, Joe, just because you do not like the more R&B aspects of her work. Do you want Ariana Grande to get stale in her work and be fitted into a box just like every other pop artist out there?
I know you are not saying this when you dismissed Positions and Petal as bad albums, when they have some of her most enlightened lyrics in all of her work.
Joe, we can talk about those albums when we get to them. Let us just put Sweetener in S tier and move on.
C tier.
Joe, be serious. This album is not remotely C tier. Barack, put this album in S tier and let us move on.
A tier.
All right, a tier it goes.
Fuck you, Joe.
Okay, the fifth album. Thank you, next. This is an easy S tier.
I agree. This is S tier. This album perfectly encapsulates her ability to move on from tragedy and her past relationships.
Donald?
I agree with S tier.
Really? You think this album is S tier?
Yeah, Joe. I do not find myself going back to these songs as much outside of the popular hits, but Bad Idea is the best album song among them.
I see we are all in agreement. S tier it is. All right, now on to position. It is not my favorite album, but it is not that bad at all.
Not bad is an understatement. This is where Ariana and her music started to feel the effects of being flanderized and gentrified. Even the lyrics feel very simplified in comparison to her other songs.
No way, Donald. This album is built around the themes of sexual intimacy, attraction, and romantic devotion. 34-35. Point of View, Positions, and Motive are great songs. And the point of these songs are that they are meant to have this saucy and suggestive vibe. We are not dealing with puppy love anymore, Donald.
Do you even hear yourself right now? For one thing, you only listed the popular tracks on the album, and they all do not have that timeless quality in comparison to her other popular hits. I will not deny that the album has Safety Net, which arguably has the second best feature outside of Mac Miller, but even that song is baked in its 2020s trap rap sound. And speaking of that, despite the fact that this album is not labeled a trap album, almost all of the songs have trap beats in them. Despite the fact that Sweetener and Thank You Next are trap albums, they managed to actually get creative with their uses, instead of just being background noise that adds nothing to the song.
You need to stop the Sweetener and Thank You Next glaze, Donald. Just admit that you are not getting Blackiana anymore, and that you cannot appreciate Ariana for all of herself.
Joe, ignoring what you just said there, Donald is right on the fact that while I do enjoy the hits on the album, and how much I do like Safety Net being better than any Chris Brown song in recent years, you are not going to say this is a good album on the mere aspect of hits. They act more like filler songs for my playlist, so I am not always hearing peak and letting that dwindle with repeat listens.
Also, Donald, are you really going to say that this album is worse than Dangerous Woman?
No, it is not. The album at least has its popular hits holding it up. Even with the inclusion of more songs, Dangerous Woman cannot even stand up on its own.
So what are we thinking?
D tier, C tier at most.
Joe?
S tier.
Fortunately for Donald, I do not like the album as much as Joe does, so it is going in C tier. No more arguing.
I cannot believe this bullshit.
Next up is Eternal Sunshine, which I kind of vibed with.
I will say that I was not into this one at first, but after giving it a listen once the Brighter Days Ahead Deluxe Edition came out, it grew on me.
Yeah, Supernatural. The Boy Is Mine. Yes, and I Wish I Hated You, Dandelion, and Twilight Zone are all bangers and really showcase her lyricism.
I see we all are in agreement. I am thinking of a tier for this album.
I'm fine with that.
That is all right with me. I need to save the remainder of my energy on Petal and how underwhelming it is.
Okay, I guess we can talk about Petal and how much hype we all had for it when Hate That I Made You Love Me came out. It was a really good song that manages to stand out as its own single and really showcased Ariana in her new era.
I agree. And the album we got lived up to that hype. We even got a music video for the title song. And it was just as good, the rest of the album as well.
Joe, there is no way you actually believe in what you are saying. Besides, her skeleton bones tainting my eyeballs, the song is relatively okay. Half of this album is filled with soft and uninspired melodies that I kind of question why she would want to make another album at this point in her life, because she sounds more sleepy than you, Joe.
Oh, enough of this bullcrap, Donald. She is not the same artist that you think she should be anymore. She made this album to move on from all the hate and trauma she went through.
When half of the album is her doing the whispery shit, it is noticeable, and it does not compare to the other work she has done. At this point, she needs to take a break, especially after Focker-in-Law, so that she does not do anything that harms herself. At some point, Something has to be done about her sanity because she cannot continue her career like this.
She will be okay, Donald. At the end of the day, her career has always been about perseverance. And that is why I like her music so much. No matter the adversity and the good times, there will always be more that we have to reach.
Donald, are you crying?
No, I am not Barack. Just put the album in C tier.
B tier, at minimum.
Okay, B tier then. I would say we did well on this tier list.
Some of those rankings are still bullshit, though. I am going to rewatch The Wicked Duology again. Do you guys want to watch it with me?
I will watch with you, Donald. I need a break from this tension.
I am going to get off to be with Michelle. You two have fun. Bye, you guys. Hey everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Geek Zone is working with a relatively unknown AI voice clone model, so the voices will definitely not sound right. If you have anything you want to comment about the writing pace, and even the topics of such AI president videos, please let us know. Anyway, hope you guys have a good night, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are from, and we will see you then. Have a good one.